toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Big Red and the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky in Bowling Green. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers offense will have the football first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Flips it out to the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Hilltoppers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, the running back tries.
What is going on?
Still on his feet at the 45. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
Wants to go up top. There's the pressure. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the 1st half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Fires to the wideout. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Here's the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So Kennesaw State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Floats it out in space. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for him.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Gives it on the option. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. Gives it on the option. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. All right, guys, let's think for just a moment about Kennesaw State. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. And now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling him 4 down, Terry.
There he goes. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kennesaw State has a chance now on 1st and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Kennesaw State.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. They're going to test the right side with this one. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
The Hilltoppers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to return it. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got his man on the outside. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Don't try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Here comes the heat. Catch in the middle. It's Joyner. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Sherman. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And he will score. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. First play of the period, first down here. He'll do it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Hilltoppers headed quickly to the line.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these options.
Makes the grab on the shot. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Middleton. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. The Hilltoppers will line it up on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Reddick. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Just keep slinging it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Turning it on. Touchdown, Hilltopper. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating it.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver. Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Owls!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. It's Reddick. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. And the Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Cole. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. They'll go up top on second and short. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Hilltoppers want to move quickly. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Under fire. Finds us back in the middle.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
With the catch, it's Dean. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll try to get the first through the air. They're working that left side. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Joyner. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Quarterback adapting. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
And the Hilltoppers will boot it away to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They'll open the second half on the ground. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the marker. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Wants to go up top. He's moving out of the pocket. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Hilltoppers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that somewhere to the ground.
Oh, they're after him. It's complete to the right. Nice job.
Are you kidding?
Down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down.
Man, you got to fix that.
Thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Trying to escape and get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Wants to go up top on first down. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. Got some room, headed to the goal line. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. And they take it in for 6 more points. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Caught in the backfield, it's Middleton. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Makes the catch. It's Reddick. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Wants to throw again. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
And the Hilltoppers send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Unloads it left.
You didn't catch that?
Grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end now in motion. The play action fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Hilltoppers will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Got it near midfield. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession.
Are you kidding me?
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return.
What is going on?
Touchdown, Western Kentucky. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Really?
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And then
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going to take off. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
Are you gotta be kidding?
It falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, that is a gutsy play call on that 4th down. I think everybody here in the stadium, including myself, was expecting them to try to throw the football, but they ran it and caught the defense off guard.
He leaves it with his back. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd down.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached a break. It's Kennesaw State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
What are you doing?
He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
All right, drops are a part of football. It's a part of offense. What's really important for this quarterback now is to come back to the receiver, even after dropping that ball, to show him that you still got confidence in him, and you know it.
Touchdown, Owls! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance.
He smashes his way through again. Almost a disaster on that return, but they jump on it and they'll maintain possession. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Makes the grab close to the logo. And the returner will be brought down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
Red pass, it's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They'll run it on first and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Fourth down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And the Hilltoppers decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give on the option. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got it behind the line. It's Cole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Hilltoppers will line up to punt it away. He's got it. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Wants to throw on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. He'll take a shot. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
70. Western Kentucky, 14.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Bringing the heat. And down he goes back at the 3. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. And the Hilltoppers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Looking to fire. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. One more play to pad the stats. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
Oh no.
Sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone, won't win in the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
How about the bomb? The Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is going deep. You know